Good morning, Peepsy Doodles, and happy Beltane to all of my witchy brothers and sisters up here in the Northern Hemisphere. I am going to be talking about Beltane today, and I'm going to be taking you through a little bit of a day in the life of our celebration of the Sabbath of Beltane, of May Day, and I'm really excited about today. It is nice and sunny outside. It has been really rainy and shitty and crappy the last few days, and so today we're going to get ourselves outside. It's going to be almost 60. We're also celebrating my daughter's birthday. She turned 4 on April 29th, but it was really crappy, and the nice thing about having a toddler is you can kind of extend their birthday without them knowing. So we really wanted her to be able to celebrate her birthday when it was beautiful outside and she could play in her new playhouse, and we want to go to the state park today, or the state park, the state campground, because all of those are not only open, but they are free to everybody right now. And so we want to go there and walk the beach, maybe pick up some rocks, put our feet in the water a little bit. We want to have a balefire later on tonight, and just do a bunch of good stuff. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what I'm going to do with my altar, and then you'll just see clips of what we got going on throughout the day. So obviously this is my altar right now. It's quite messy. You know, I keep all, well, it's not like I do it on purpose, but all of my ashes and everything are still here from the time of Ostara, and so I want to clean all of this up. I'll probably keep the majority of the stuff. You know, I still have cedar and my monarch wings, and I added a few things. The Rose of Jericho's there. This is from my seed blessing ritual, and so this is soil. I don't know if you can see that in there, but this is going to be, there we go. This is going to be added outside to the different areas that I'm going to be planting in. So that's what that's there for. So that'll disappear. The eggs will disappear. This was from my, this was from my plant ally ritual. This is from my seed blessing ritual. So all of these are going to come out, and I'm going to keep these on my altar. I might put them in here, but all of the herbs underneath is my herbal blend that I had put together for Ostara. I absolutely love. So all of this is going to get, not the papers, but all of the herbs are going to get burned tonight in the balefire as a little bit of a goodbye to Ostara and a hello to Beltane. So all of those are going to get emptied, and then I'm going to have a new bowl of herbs on my altar of different kind of Beltane herbs, which I'll show you guys later. This is yarrow. This was for my plant ally. I'm going to clean this up because yarrow is going to be getting its own altar. It's here as well. You can see that my cat's drooled on it, which is why that looks like that. The fluorite stays. The citrine will stay, but a lot of the crystals that I have out for Beltane will disappear, and new ones will take its place. As well as I'm hoping to find a few beach stones to add to my altar for Beltane. So yeah, this will all kind of have a new overhaul for Beltane, and so we're gonna clean it up, and I'll show you guys that a little bit later. There are some cupcakes that Riri helped decorate. Obviously you can tell we got lots of sprinkles going to no sprinkles, but there's some cupcakes we made to celebrate her birthday later. So this afternoon, well, kind of, I guess this morning, we were sitting here and somebody came to and pulled in our driveway, and we were all kind of nervous because nobody should be, you know, coming to our house right now. And a lady got out with a mask on, and she came up and knocked the door and left a little bouquet of these by the front door, and it's a local flower company. And they had a specialized note that, you know, thanked us for our help in the community. So I'm assuming that they got our name and address from working at the hospital. I'm not sure. But I'm really excited because now I have fresh tulips just sitting on my table for Beltane, and I loved it. I don't have any tulips planted anywhere, so I'm really excited for those to bloom. So this is what I have for my offering, sitting out here for the balefire later. In here is all of the herbs that I had in that green dish on my altar for Ostara, and then it's also the contents of my sugar shaker jar. I had this going, oh goodness, for quite a while, since last year on my altar, and now it just feels like most of the stuff that I had on my papers in here have come to fruition, and it just seems sitting on my altar, it's just not really active anymore. It just doesn't feel like it's putting out anything. So instead of keeping it there for looks, I decided to empty the contents into the jar and then burn that as well as like a thank you and a giving back and a little releasing. So all of that is mixed together in here, and it smells freaking amazing. So that's all sitting out here kind of soaking up the afternoon sun. And then here is the soil that will be planted in the garden later. Cleaning up my altar a bit, decided to move Dee's candle over here. I'm going to put my new herbs for Beltane here as opposed to here in the center. I have these here for now. I'm not quite sure if that's where they're going to stay, but those are all of my little seed ritual things, my little papers. Those might go in a little separate container, I'm not sure. The eggs I've got here, those are going to get crushed down into more powder, and then these are just all extra eggshells. Yeah, and then most of these will get replaced out. The citrine obviously will stay, and I will have some more goodies added. So that's that side for now. Alrighty, so we've got our new herbs and crystals laid out. The herbs smell absolutely amazing. I'm super excited. I just did a video explaining what was all in here, and then the video didn't work, which was great. So basically, let's see if I can remember. I've got calendula, dandelion leaf, rose pieces for, you know, the union of the male and female, for love, maple, that type of thing. Sage is always in here. Hawthorn for the fairies. White willow bark is in here. What else? Peppermint's in here. Ton of peppermints in here. That might be it. And then over here I have citrine, of course, for the sun, and then we've got various colors of green and reds for the fire, the balefire, the mayfire, you know, that type of thing. So you've got, and for the sun, and then greens for the earth. Citrine, aventurine, serpentine, dragonstone, bloodstone, moonstone, and sunstone for the male and female correspondences, red calcite, goldstone, I love goldstone and blue goldstone, and carnelian. So that is what I have there for my altar. I cleaned this up over here. Of course, I tried vacuuming all of this up, which it worked great, but it sucked up one of my butterfly wings, so that made me a little bit sad. But, you know, over here I've got leaf. This was from outside. This was freaking awesome. You can see all of the veins in it. I've got an apple, some burrs from the burdock bush, still the butterfly wings that were naturally fallen. I did not kill a butterfly for those, and cedar. So, and then this horehound is for a moon recipe I have to do later. But yeah, so that is what I've got so far. I thought about taking the tulips and bringing them in here, but they look really nice out there. So this is kind of what I have. I also want to remember, when you're putting out herbs and flowers and crystals, whatever you're putting on your altar, that if you have any kind of connection or want to have any kind of connection with fairies, May Day is a huge holiday for the fairies, and it's a huge day to be able to connect with the fairies. So putting out herbs that like LA Campaign, Hawthorn, Foxglove, those type of things that fairies are drawn to is great. Any crystals that fairies are drawn to, and also leaving out food offerings for fairies, like sweets. Like today we'll leave out one of Aria's cupcakes for the fairies as an offering, or honey. They love honey, they love milk. Any kind of sweet thing is a great thing to do for them today as well. I decided to add a couple dandelions that my daughter picked for me, just because I'm doing a dandelion salve, and so it just gives it a little bit of extra color. Sitting out in the nice sunshine. Puppers over there. Just enjoying the backyard, enjoying the sun. I just finished my 3rd book in the Diviner series. Everybody else is kind of resting, taking little naps before we continue on with the day. And even though I'm tired because I haven't really been sleeping, because being laid off has kind of screwed up our sleep schedule, so we've been awake at like midnight, 1 o'clock, and then waking up early with Aria. But you know, it's so nice out, and I've missed the sun, so we're just out. This is where we're adding on here. We're adding pavers, if you can see those over there. Here for my little table and chairs, which is over there. That's gonna be here instead of here where I'm sitting. So anyway, just enjoying the quiet, soaking up some sunshine. We've been in the car in a while.
Okay.
So puppy, hubby, BB's back there, and we are going for a nature walk. Our ice cream store opened today for the first time in, well, all season. It closed last October. So we decided to stop. Kevin put his mask on, and so he is going in. There's only one other couple here right now, and it looks like they already got their ice cream. So Kevin's going in to get all of us some ice cream. You look so angry. Are you okay? We're gonna have some ice cream. Somebody's upset that Daddy left. Small to y'all because Kevin said small, and this is what I got. But I got toffee cheesecake. What'd you get? What'd you get, lady? What kind? Swirl with what? Yeah. So we are on a trail. We're on a trail. We're on a trail in the woods. Yeah, you don't have your rain boots on, little one. Super excited. On the trail. Oh, someone's peeing. We just had our ice cream. I am not in the shoes for that. Okay. So we got puppers. We're exploring a trail out here that we haven't been on before. Just a great day for a walk out in the woods. Ollie, are you so excited? Are you so excited? Are you pumped?
Uh-huh.
Who you got with you?
George.
Ooh, Riri. Maybe that's a fairy mound. Vulture. I don't see it.
Oh, he's over there.
Oh, I don't see nothing. Good job, Dad. Violets! Look at the violets!
Whoa.
Look at Ari, it's just a baby. Our puppy found him.
Dad, can I hold him?
You want to?
Wow, my daughter is like way better than I am.
Okay. Okay, Dad, now let's go. Okay.
You want to hold him?
Uh-huh.
Okay,
You gotta be really careful. Good Lord. Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel.
Okay, he's a super nice one if you want to hold him, babe.
Y'all, too fucking nice. I don't see him being nice.
He is.
Here you go, little buddy.
Kids just like know how to hold things. Watch your fingers.
No, he's okay.
But why? He touched me with his tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Oh, here comes someone.
I don't know.
His little bear made his home with too many sticks. That's why going there with me.
Look at the little tamarack trees. Their little pine cones look like little wooden roses. Aren't they beautiful? Oh, I love it. I'm coming, baby. Now home, and we started the fire. I was going to record starting the fire, but I had someone stop to wish my daughter a happy birthday, and we happened to start it, so it just kind of was what it was. But it's going, and we are going to cook some hot dogs over the fire while we were on our walk. I found some naturally fallen paper birch, and so we're going to use that to write some intentions on for the upcoming season and burn those. Use it kind of like spell paper. And then I'm also going to take some pieces of cedar, and we're going to put some intentions and some thank yous on that as well and burn those. So we're going to start off with some hot dogs. Hot dogs over the fire, split to perfection the way I want them. Kogels are the only hot dogs that exist. Hot dogs, hell yeah. Things that we're doing for Beltane, like I talked about, was we are taking paper birch and we are writing down, my particular one was I'm writing down things that I want to come to fruition over the next season, over the next year, however you want to look at it. And Kevin is also writing his down. And then we will give them as an offering to the fire, just kind of like as a quick, you know, fire is very quick as far as speediness of fruition of different things of spell work. So putting these in the fire will help them to come to fruition quickly. And then we will give the offering to the balefire. All right, so here we have our offering bowl that we are going to be putting in the fire. I have my little one here who is all dressed in her witch costume, and she is, child, if you don't watch yourself, you're going to fall right in that fire. Oh my, I promise. She has cupcake on her face. You can tell she's been playing outside. It's fine. All right, you ready, lady? So we're just going to show you guys the first little bit of us sprinkling this, and then we're going to do the rest on our own. Maybe play some music, do a little dancing around the fire, call in the elements. But we'll just do the little bit of sprinkling and show you guys. Are you ready? Put your sharks down. Sharks down. Okay. You need to be very careful with that dress around the fire, okay?
Okay.
All right. So we're going to take a little bit.
I'll take it.
You smell your hands? You smell good.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Take some of the spell paper. Good job. Okay, we're gonna go do the rest. After we just finished doing everything and saying our thank yous, and we gave offerings to the different elements and all kinds of goodness. It was me and Aria, and Kevin gave some of it. So I walked into the house to wash my hands, and Kevin came in and said, "You should see what happened to the fire." Literally, as soon as we got done and went in to wash our hands, the fire just like completely fell apart. Did the logs just like roll off? They were just
I
like,
didn't
bye.
see it happen. I came back to it and it was all.
And it was all fell apart. So, I mean, you guys saw what the fire looked like. It was literally, it was huge. And we gave our offerings and said everything we needed to say and walked away for a second, and the fire completely fell apart. So I have a feeling that our offerings have been received. And then the last thing that I have, I think my cat did. Ollie, you're eating my offering, turd. I have 3 pieces of cedar that we're also going to offer up, one for each of us, just as a straight up offering to the earth in general, to the spirits. They like some cedar, so everybody's going to give a piece of that. And then we're going to continue our night. That was Beltane with my family. I think the rest of the night we're just going to enjoy a bit of a bonfire. Little one's going to go to bed, and hubby and I are probably going to sit around with a couple beers and watch a couple shows after we go in. So, hi Piper Kitty. Piper Kitty's out here. Ollie Man's out here. So we're just going to sit and enjoy the rest of this fire. But yeah, thank you guys. If you've made it this far, I think this is going to end up being like 20 some minutes long, so I apologize for the length, but I wanted you to get an idea of a full day of Beltane with us. So I hope you guys had an awesome day if you celebrated Beltane or if you celebrated Samhain, and I hope the rest of your week is awesome, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye. Blessed, I was gonna say blessed Samhain. Blessed Samhain too, but blessed Beltane.